Hello boys and girls, Mr. Erlinson back with another Phi Ed lesson for you this week with Drew. We're going to continue working off of last week, our throwing practice. So now we're going to start throwing and catching, okay? We have two pieces of equipment for you this week. We're going to use the big ball that was given to you, and we have a rolled up pair of socks as well. So to start, Drew's going to start with the big ball there, get in your athletic stance, and you're going to toss with two hands and catch with two hands. Go ahead. Try to do as many in a row as you can. There you go. Try to get to 10 in a row without dropping it. And then you're going to move on to the socks, or the tennis ball if you have it. Go ahead, Drew. Good. So you're going to do that until a count of 10. Try to get 10 in a row. Tossing with two hands, catching with two hands, and try to stay in an athletic stance with your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. Next, we're going to use our right hand, starting with the large ball. Go ahead, Drew. You're going to toss it with your right hand and try to catch with your right hand. Go ahead. Again, try to do 10 in a row. Staying in a nice athletic stance, feet slightly larger or wider than your shoulders. Once you've reached 10 in a row on that, switch to the tennis ball or the rolled up pair of socks and continue. There you go. So you're going to do your right hand 10 times. Moving on, we're going to go with our left hand. So if you're left-handed like I am, this will be easier than your right hand. If you're right-handed like Drew, this will be a little bit trickier for you doing it with your non-dominant hand. Go ahead, Drew. Feet shoulder width apart, a little wider. There you go. Good. Working on that hand-eye coordination, trying to keep a nice athletic stance. So you can already tell this one's a little bit trickier for him. Once you've reached 10 in a row, switch to the tennis ball or the pair of socks. Good. So yeah, once you get to 10, you can certainly go further than 10, but try to get 10 in a row. That's the challenge here. Next, we're going to practice alternating throws. So we're going to throw from your right, catch with your left. You're not handing it to the other hand. You're going to try to get the ball above eye level. Go ahead, Drew. Toss it up with one, catch with the other. Good. Going back and forth, trying to get it above your head. Very good. So at 10 total. Once you got to 10, you're going to move on to your tennis ball or a rolled up pair of socks. Go ahead, Drew. Same thing, athletic stance. Try to bend a little bit more on the knees, Drew. There you go. Good. And for our last one this week, you're going to start by facing a wall. Go ahead, Drew. Turn and face the wall. You're going to take 3 steps back. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. If that's too far, if you don't have the distance, you can move in a step. So Drew, move into 2. There you go. And you're going to alternate your throws, bouncing it off the wall. Get your knees shoulder width apart. Athletic stance. Go ahead, Drew. You're going to bounce off the wall with one hand, catch with the other. Good. And try to do as many in a row as you can. See if you can work up to 20 in a row. If this is too hard, one adaptation we can do is throw with 2 hands and catch with 2 hands. Go ahead, Drew. Good. And again, try to do as many as you can in a row. The harder version is alternate hands. If that's a little too tricky, try to use 2 hands to throw, 2 hands to catch. There you have it, boys and girls. This is our throwing and catching lesson for this week. I hope everyone is doing well and having a wonderful week, and I cannot wait to see you in our meetings. Until then, Drew, any advice for our students?
No.
No? Everyone have a wonderful week. Take care.